Yes, indeed, of course. Pleasant good morning to all and sundry. Welcome to the segment, the brief segment, the short segment on the corridor transformation. Of course, dedicated to love and information associated therewith. And of course, directed at all Lavantillians, whether you are in the diaspora or whether you are on land here in Trinidad, or whether you are in the Caribbean, etc. But more importantly, of course, those who can vote. I want to admonish our young people to please register if you are 18 years and above to vote, because the country you save and therefore the community will be your own. Once again, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry. Just to give you a brief update as to what is happening. Well, of course, as you know, the swearing in of the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, of course, under skeptical, or should I say, suspicious circumstance, but that is all right. What you have to know is that it's only for 9 months. He must call elections within that period, and we must be ready. It means, therefore, of course, that from tonight, I will be rolling out, of course, segmentally, and starting, of course, in the south of the constituency of Lavantil West, to show what we have done already and what, of course, we will be doing as we, of course, coalesce and we associate ourselves with the UNC and the coalition of interests, including, of course, the trade union movement. And I want to say, of course, I really revere and sincerely appreciate the statement made by the newly elected PSA president that the first order of the day for them is getting rid of the PNM. Well, of course, the PNM should have been gotten rid of a long time in Lavantil, having regard, of course, to the fact that they have betrayed, while, of course, we trust them, provide our votes after votes in their favor. In fact, it was Lavantil that saved, of course, the PNM to make it evolve to what it is today. And today, of course, we can only describe it as a betrayal, as a despotic, as a despicable, as a wicked, as a ungrateful group of individuals assembled in what is called the PNM. And therefore, of course, we must accept the fact that not only is it a mafia-style institution, but a criminal enterprise having regard to all of the evil that has been perpetrated, and of course the self-serving initiatives that they would have taken. We have to question, of course, where Rowley get his money from. Of course, we know where Alrari would have gotten his, and Stuart Young and his brothers and his family, because, of course, it is about the PNM being in government, and they have captured, of course, that party, or put another way, inserted themselves, and, of course, to deprive you and I, and, of course, the infrastructure in Lavantil has gone, of course, a-begging. It is as a consequence of that we have a duty and responsibility to, of course, paddle our own canoe for our children and our children's children, and indeed the elderly, because we are seeing, of course, deterioration of our infrastructure. We are seeing, of course, our children not doing too well in school. We are seeing, of course, our very schools are deteriorating or have rendered null and void and of no effect. In other words, Piccadilly Government and St. Philip's, for example, in fallow, in disrepair. And of course, the number of school spaces in the area has now diminished. And therefore, that in itself is a cost to parents who now have to find spaces in school or far away, so far away that that is a cost in itself. So we understand, and we must understand the opportunities that are now available through, of course, Lavantil Outreach for Vertical Enrichment. The symbol, of course, is a rocket, as you are seeing there. And we are saying to you that we have a duty and responsibility to act in our own best interests, and at the same time save Trinidad and Tobago in the process, or be on the right path of history, as 39 seats must go to the UNC, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, and the coalition of interests. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless, and see you with the next bulletin for, and on behalf of Love, the a party dedicated to the Laventils.
If we just give one more try, life could be